COVID going up on a Tuesday. Girl, can we tone it down? Y'all already know what time it is. I got the black V-neck on. And I told my people, tone the testing down. Our president is an idiot. What's going on, y'all? Welcome to another King of Reads video. Yes, energy. Not on 1,000, but it may seem like it. Girl, it's been an interesting weekend for me. We're gonna get into all of that. It's kind of a slow news week. Not that much going on, but some things that we really need to talk about. Y'all president is an idiot. Tidal don't know what they doing. One moment they telling us Black Parade, then the next minute they having a whole abuser on there. I'm talking about Black Lives Matter with no women. Girl, we gonna talk about it. Girl, we gonna get into it. But before we get into any of these things, I wanna go ahead and do our mental check-in and tell y'all how my weekend was. So get prepared for me to go in, because I need to vent. So this weekend for me was complete garbage. If you follow me on Twitter, you know what is going on with my neighbors upstairs. If you've been watching my videos, you've been knowing about the noise I've been dealing with, and I thought it was the neighbors downstairs. Come to find out, it is the neighbors above me. And I feel like I am living in a forever day party on the weekend. It starts Friday and it ends like Monday. It goes on and on and on, and it's messing with my mental state, like steady hearing loud music, like boom, boom. It's just all day, and that happened all day Saturday, all day Sunday. I wanted to spend this weekend to relax and rejuvenate, and I wanted to watch some documentaries that came out. I wanted to watch Miss Juneteenth. I also wanted to watch the Disclosure documentary on Netflix about trans folks. I wanted to watch all of these things, but the moment I sat down to finish, because I had rewatched House of Cards, I was finishing the last episode of the season, season 5, because season 6 was not that good. But I'm still gonna watch because I love sis that plays Claire. But girl, I couldn't because of the music. It was just so bad. It was just so bad. Follow me on Twitter because I posted a video. Matter of fact, let y'all hear it. So you see what I've been dealing with. That goes on all weekend. I've done everything, but I did record that and send it to the property manager. All of that, they are on it. I'm gonna let y'all know how that goes, but it's just enough. It's too much for me, and it seems like they just really don't care. If they did not have a $3,000 deposit on this apartment, if they didn't have that, I would just move out. I literally would just move out. I will just take that because my home is supposed to be my safe space, and I don't feel safe and I don't feel comfortable with all that's going on with that. So girl, my weekend was not the best. Like this weekend is where I'm supposed to rest and rejuvenate, and I wasn't able to do that. But I did have a great discussion with T and Deshaun on It's in the Middle. A new episode will be dropping tomorrow, so get ready for it. We dived into some things, 2 big ass good conversations, and we had a special guest. I can't wait till y'all see that, so be staying tuned for that. I'm probably gonna drop it sometime tomorrow afternoon for y'all to get into it. But girl, it is everything, so can't wait for that. So my mental is she's not cute right now. So as you can see, it was not the best weekend for me, but my energy did come back after doing the recording in the middle conversation. But with that being said, girl, it's time for me to go in on some of these folks and talk about some of the things that have been going on. So let's go ahead and get into the tea for today. Girl, let's talk about it. First of all, I need to go ahead and slightly tap on my girl K.Michelle from Memphis, Tennessee. I need to tap on her like, hey sis, that ain't it. So K.Michelle has reignited her beef with, or whatever, dispute, whatever you want to call it, with Tamar. She made a video, or she was on a live, and she was talking about Tamar's fiance or boyfriend, whatever he is this week, and she made a joke about his accent. She mimicked his accent, and she started saying trash stuff like a Wimba way, you know, kind of trying to sound like, I think, what is that, Timon and Pumbaa off of The Lion King. It was just like,
my brother, It also made me sad when I saw her no edges. Oh, Wimbowe.
It was very trash African jokes. It's like, K.Michelle, no. Like, no. I was disgusted and I was just like, K.Michelle, no. Like, I was like, girl, the more I watched, I said, girl, K, stop. Please stop. Can you stop? K.Michelle has not released an apology. She hasn't said anything. Tamar and her boyfriend, fiance, husband, whatever he is this week, responded and said something on something. I think it was a live stream they did on Instagram Live or something. Tamar was sitting right there. She loved it because it kind of, this is the first time that people can really agree that Tamar is not wrong, 100%. The other times they have gotten to it, it was kind of split where no, K.Michelle's not wrong, Tamar was wrong, or Tamar was not wrong and K.Michelle was wrong. But now, like, a lot of people are siding with Tamar and saying, no, that was completely wrong. I am not siding with any one of them, but that was wrong for K.Michelle to do that. That was wrong, and she should have never mocked this man's accent. That was trash. That was anti. Like, it was giving me bigotry tease. Like, it was just, I don't know how to describe that, but there's a word for that, and I was just like, so y'all tell me how y'all felt about it. A lot of people DM me and asked me to talk about it. They asked me to roast the hell out of K.Michelle. I ain't doing that. I don't have the energy to roast any black folks like that right now. I can't do it. But I'm disappointed in K.Michelle, and hopefully that somebody is talking to her and telling her it's not right. But in the middle of all this mess, K.Michelle drops some tea and shares that Tamar has, had a history of dating someone who was married. She was having sex with a man that was married, and that was Jermaine Dupri's father. And the Brat was on Ricky Smiley's morning show, and she kind of confirmed that they did get into it in the elevator. Now, she ain't spilled too much tea, but she did confirm that it did happen, like them getting into it in the elevator. And child, I'm not surprised. Like, when K.Michelle do spill tea, it might be to support her trash feelings towards that person, but the tea is usually somewhat accurate. And that's just what it is. So K.Michelle, girl, and Tamar, not right now. We thought y'all had made up last year, y'all, or whenever the year before, when y'all had did y'all little BET Award song stuff. I can't believe they even happened, but like, it's just, can we stop? Can we live? Can we just stop? But apparently not, because K.Michelle is on some mess. Girl, stop. So speaking of other mess, there's been a lot of rumors happening today about Nene Leakes not coming back to the next season of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now, a lot of this stuff is coming from Tamar Braxton. I just got through reading her site. Shout out to her, because she normally has the tea when it comes to Real Housewives of Atlanta. So Tamar Braxton is kind of confirming what B. Scott was kind of already saying or hinting. It is a lot. It seems like that Nene Leakes will not probably be a part of the next season. Bravo is trying to work with her, but Bravo is not here for Nene and her theatrics. Nene wants it where if she doesn't show up in a episode, if she's not shown, she still is paid for it. And Bravo is like, girl, we ain't doing it. We don't negotiate that for nobody, so we're not doing that with you. We ain't. And it makes sense, like, girl, no. I think at the most they can probably pay her a half if she doesn't show, because y'all are using her to promote. So even if she's not in the episode, y'all can at least pay her half, because y'all using her image to promote. So I can understand Nene asking for that, but girl, it might start a slippery slope for a lot of folks asking for monies that they're not, quote unquote, entitled to. Now this has been reported by Tamar Braxton. All this is alleged, but she says she has a source and she's getting the tea, and it looks like that Nene might, and if she does, she probably won't have that many episodes next season. I personally think it's going to be Nene not returning for next season. I don't think Bravo and Nene is going to reach an agreement. I don't think that's going to happen. And if it does happen, I think that Nene Leakes is going to get, a couple of episodes, but they're trying to phase her out. They want Nene to clean up her attitude, and I just don't think that Nene is going to do that. She has not shown us. They are also reporting that Nene pissed Bravo off by walking off the reunion, like for just cutting it. And I'm pissed off at it too, Like, you got to play fair, sis. If you want to be on here, you got to do the work. Like, you can't be, oh, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. Like, so what's the purpose of you being on the show? If you don't want to do this, you don't want to film, you don't want to do that, then don't be on the show. That's my whole argument. Like, if you are so pissed off, you tired of these ladies, you tired of the drama, then don't be on the show. But we know that Nene cannot do that because Nene Leakes needs the money. She needs the money. Y'all Faith ain't got that much money. She got enough, but if your bills start being $600,000 a goddamn year and your ass ain't making $1 million or whatever, then you gonna start being broke. You need to make that money. Like, the more money you make, a lot of folks go and spend more money. Same with me. The more money I have started to make, the more I've invested in things. So if I'm not making that money, I can't afford to keep it. Like, I'm no longer on a $2,000 budget. So Nene Leakes is that. She needs this money. That's why you go on Cameo right now. You can get Nene to shout you out or happy birthday or something in video form and pay her $500 or $600 or whatever. Now, I actually have a Cameo. You can pay me to do shout outs and all that, but I have not promoted it because that's just, I don't want to pay for, I don't want people to pay me for that. I really don't like stuff like that. I really don't like hassling folks for coin. Hey, pay for this. I am not that type. It's gonna be very, very hard. I don't have a Patreon. Occasionally people send me coin through PayPal and all that other stuff, but I'm not one of those folks that's like, that's just not me. It's just not me. Now, the times that my ass was struggling, I most certainly did ask my folks for some money. And they've made it possible for me to stand here in front of you all, sit down in front of you all, and continue on what is Kingery. So I will always be grateful for that. But paying me to wish a happy birthday stuff, I don't know. But that's what Nene is doing. She needs the coin. I don't think that Nene is going to come to a negotiation with the Bravo that she's interested in. And I think Bravo has, they have the upper hand because Nene needs this money. And Bravo doesn't necessarily need Nene to be on the next season. So Bravo is apparently focusing on Kenya, Cynthia, Candy, and Portia. Like, they are the core four from what I'm seeing on Tamar Braxton's site. I don't know if I don't know. Like, some of the folks can go. They said they're looking for another person to come back to be, well, another person not to come back, but a new person to come on the next season. I don't know. I just feel like it's gonna be interesting watching some of these shows doing all of this because it's a lot going on, and I don't know if I can watch like these shows and see petty stuff with all this stuff going on. Cause girl, with this stuff that's going on with Miss COVID, like, girl, I just don't see production. I just don't see it. I don't see it being entertaining. I just don't see it entertaining. There's a lot going on with that, girl. It's a lot. I'm monitoring it, but I will be updating y'all, letting y'all know what's going on. So, while we're talking about COVID, I want to talk about my experience really quickly. I went and got tested. I told you all, I think, when did I tell y'all? I told y'all probably last week that I was exposed to someone who tested positive, well, now have tested positive, been confirmed tested positive for COVID-19. They had the symptoms, but they got their test back Sunday, and I was around them recently. I haven't had any symptoms at all. I have not felt anything, no high temperatures, no anything. And that's going on. It's been like a week since I've been exposed around them. And I went and got tested the other day at CVS. I drove through, stuck a thing in my nose. I hated that feeling. I hated it. Pressure. I hate it. I'm getting cringy just looking at it. But swabbed her both nostrils for 15 seconds. Put it in the little thing. I have not got my results back. It takes 2 to 4 days. Probably will have a test result back by Friday at the earliest, or probably Thursday or whatever. So I'm gonna let you all know how that goes. I'm keeping y'all up to date. But right now, I'm straight as far as like symptoms. I don't have any COVID-19 related symptoms, thankfully. But I wanted to go home for Father's Day. I was not able to do that because I was exposed to someone who had COVID-19 symptoms. And I just didn't want to put my family in danger. As much as I want to see my family, I miss my family. I miss them so much. I miss my mother and father, but I do not want to be responsible for getting them sick or bringing them something. I would not feel right. And a couple of my friends who work at hospitals and are nurses have heard stories of, family coming to visit one of their loved ones who was in the hospital. Like the older person ain't been nowhere, but the younger folks have been over there and possibly brought them the virus. Didn't have any symptoms, but was a carrier. And I think it's important for us to make sure we're protecting ourselves. Like, I know we're all bored. I know we all want to go out. I know we want to enjoy ourselves. But this virus does not care. It does not care about anything. And it is really preying off of our behavior to want to be social. So we have got to do our best in protecting ourselves, because just because you don't have any symptoms or you don't think you have it doesn't mean that you're not a carrier. In the last 3 months, we were supposed to be ramping up testing, doing all of this, like contact tracing, all of that. We didn't do any of that. Now the numbers are going up. Numbers are going up on the Tuesday. The numbers are steadily increasing in states across the country. And now we're still reopening. Now the mindset of us is more relaxed. Even though 20,000 people have now passed from this, like, documented, that's not meaning the people who probably had it was not tested. Like, and you got your president out here in Tulsa out here saying, I told him to turn the testing down, and joking about it. Like, this stuff is very serious. Like, it's getting now where the EU is saying that they're going to ban folks from the United States from traveling to their countries. Like, they like, girl, y'all need to come bring that over here. Like, y'all need to bring this COVID-19. Y'all numbers are going up. Like, they have been jumping up. It's been a lot of young folks who've started to get sick too. So it's a mess. It's just, girl, I don't even know what to do, honey. But girl, like, I might do a conversation about that, talk about it a little bit more. But girl, y'all tell me how y'all feel about it. Have you been tested? What was your experience? Let me know in the comment section. So let's talk about Tidal real quick. So Tidal did a Black Lives Matter panel discussion, and Uncle Rush, Uncle Rush was on the panel. And girl, he got his butt ate up on Twitter about it, and Tidal got ate up about it too. And they deleted the tweet, and I had the screenshot. Shout out to Negro Clark Kent for having that up. So, cause I haven't been on Twitter, but I appreciate it. As soon as I saw it. But Uncle Rush was like, Russell Simmons has been accused of sexual harassment, sexual misconduct, all of these things, and y'all got him on a panel with black folks. There were not, I don't even think it was one black woman even on the panel. And Mark Lamont Hill was on the panel too, and Mark Lamont Hill said that he did not know that Russell Simmons was going to be on this panel. Had he known that Russell Simmons was going to be on the panel, he would have not done it. But I don't see how you were on the panel and didn't call him out of that moment and say, I can't do this. Like, sometimes we got to take a stand that might hurt us a little bit, but that's how you show that your politic is real. Like, if Mark Lamont Hill saw Uncle Rush on there, he saw Russell Simmons on there, he should have said, girl, I ain't sitting right next to Russell Simmons talking about this stuff. Like, I ain't gonna be out here talking about this stuff and you've been accused, you right here hiding and by say because you've been accused of some stuff. Like, I'm not doing that, period. But Mark Lamont Hill probably didn't do that. And this is the second time that Mark Lamont Hill has been in some mess and is trying to make it seem like, oh girl, I ain't got nothing to do with that, ain't got nothing to do with me, and I don't know why they did that. The same thing happened with OG and the colorism conversation that happened on the reunion. Like, Mark Lamont Hill was one of the hosts on the reunion, but not one time that I feel like he held production and stuff accountable for how she was treated. So it's like, girl, like, when are you gonna step up? Like, Mark, come on now. I guess, like, I believe in Mark, I support Mark Lamont Hill. But there's no way in the hell they would have had him on here, and I would have been like, I would say, girl, what the hell? I was like, I can't do this. Like, I can't do it. I can't do it. I would have just left. But sometimes folks be like, well, girl, I'm gonna go ahead and bite the bullet. But girl, no ma'am. So they eating Mark Lamont Hill up for it. Tidal, that was very irresponsible for you all to have Russell Simmons on that panel discussion. Russell Simmons does not need to be sitting down talking to nobody unless it's about the accusations that have been thrown at him. He needs to be talking about that. So we can't be around here shooing it around and making it seem like, oh, we just gonna ignore that. No ma'am. Like, but Tidal deleted the tweet, girl. They took it right on down. It's like, girl, it ain't got nothing to do with me. But since we talking about abuse, let's move on to y'all other fave. 6ix9ine. And the other person who is married to one of those. Yes, you Nicki Minaj fan. Cause I know y'all be pressed when I be talking about y'all fave. But 6ix9ine and Nicki Minaj songs Trollz has went #1 on the Billboard charts. And Nicki dropped some tweets and was like, ha ha, like laughing at you. I was like, girl. Nicki, how old are you? Like, you're a grown-ass woman. You out here doing this silly-ass shit. Like, girl, you a grown-ass woman. Like, girl, what was the reason? But Nicki did that, and folks was like, girl, you got this. You out here doing music with this man, and he out here saying the N-word and all this other stuff. Like, he out here celebrating using the N-word, and that's all you got to say. And then you gonna say, well, 6ix9ine is gonna do what 6ix9ine is going to do.
Barbs, y'all did this with no playlisting and no radio, and it's just not happening in 2020. All the records on the top of the chart right now are doing that with heavy playlisting and heavy radio. So for us to do that, debuting, that's insane. So I love you guys so much. We just did the highest pure sales of the year of every song released. And you can't buy that. That's fan love. It's a couple things I want to get off my chest, though. Certain things that have been going on in this industry for just way too long. I think it's time for me to speak on it a little bit. But in the mean, y'all know 6ix9ine gonna be doing a lot this week too. So be prepared for that. I love you. I love you so much.
What are you gonna do? Like, you choosing to do music with him, but I think that the reason why Nicki Minaj is doing music with him is because, like I have said, Nicki Minaj needs a win. It's an easy win for her because nobody is interested as much as working with 6ix9ine. I think he did a song with Akon or whatever. But girl, who's listening to Akon really? I mean, yeah. But nobody's going to be throwing themselves to work with 6ix9ine. So Nicki Minaj is going to be like, well, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. We're going to get these #1s. We're going to get this money. But I want to ask her, like, is it worth it? Like, was it worth it for you to do that? Like, I don't get it. But, you know, it's Nicki Minaj and 6ix9ine, so I don't really expect anything else. But like, Nicki, you just, it makes it hard for Barbs and fans to defend you when it comes to these allegations of you being married to that rapist. I'm just gonna say it. It makes it very hard for folks to defend you because you're steadily aligning yourself with folks who have been accused of things. It's like, when you gonna take a stand? You can't be out here telling black folks or black girls, oh, stay in school, this easy ass dare commercial, dare campaign, stay in school, don't smoke, and then you out here aligning yourself with folks like 6ix9ine. It's just, the politics ain't adding up. It ain't adding up. But girl, it is what it is. But that's Nicki Minaj, honey. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about that. But Nicki, you look stupid doing that shit. Period. Now, let's talk about Black Parade, because I know some of y'all like, girl, what your thoughts are. We had a wonderful discussion about Black Parade on In the Middle, and I cannot wait till y'all see that. We really went in, like, it was a great discussion. How I'm feeling about it, it's, you know, that cute, soulful stuff to make us feel good, to tap our feet, give us something good to eat. But I think what the issue is that a lot of folks are hungry for something more, and just you saying these cute little buzzwords about, you know, protesting what's going on, and you trying to like give us something for the moment, but it's like, it's not enough. It's not enough. I don't think people are as easily fooled by this as they were years ago. And we got into a whole discussion about that. I know some folks feel some type of way about it. And like, well, the money is going to, you know, small black businesses. Black capitalism will not save us. I don't know. I've been saying that to y'all for a minute. You know, it's just not. And girl, that is a very safe move to do, to be saying, oh girl, I'm gonna give this money to the black business. What about, you know, other stuff? But if she aligns herself with that, it'll be seen as too political and too radical. But at the same time, you have benefited from this radical imagery that you have been showcasing for years. But we got into this discussion on In the Middle, and I can't wait till y'all see that. But Black Parade, I didn't understand half the words that were being said. I don't even think folks even still talking about it right now. Like, it was just like, oh, okay. I think a lot of people hyped it up, loved it. It was something good for Juneteenth. but I think folks are not sold on it like they were other stuff. Like I think a lot of folks are like, I don't know about this one, B. But that's a conversation about that. Tell me how you felt about the song. What are your criticisms on it? Or how do you feel about it? If it makes you feel good, comment that. Let me know as well. So before we end, girl, we have got to talk about these Karens, these police officers out here making up stories of mess. So as of today, there's been a story that is out about a police officer that went to Starbucks and got a Frappuccino or something, and there was a tampon in it. And they're saying that, oh girl, somebody was, trying to poison me or all this. The same thing with the Shake Shack, where a police officer said, girl, they trying to poison me at Shake Shack. Come to find out that wasn't real. Then you had somebody said they had got a drink from McDonald's and had pig on it. Come to find out that wasn't true. We're starting to see these stories of, oh, they doing something to target police and whatever, and it's just like, you had the white police officer crying for taking too long with her food at the drive-thru. It's just like, oh my God, y'all feel like it's an attack on police officers. So, the one who said Starbucks put a tampon or whatever in the drink, posted and talked about it, want to talk about, oh, it's an assault on police officer, all this. So if this one incident tells you about the climate and how folks feel about police officers, if you can take that ideology and apply it and say, this is how folks feel about police officers, and we have seen how many black folks being killed in the hands of police, and you can't think that, hey girl, like, is there assault on black folks with the police departments? Like, what's going on? Like, but y'all want to say one or two bad apples or a whole bunch of apples don't spoil the whole overall system. Are you dumb? Like, I just don't get it. Okay, somebody did something to your, if that is true. Okay, like, file that grievance, don't eat at the Starbucks no more. Go make your own dry ass coffee or something. Do that. Like, I just don't get it. Like, how do you take the ideology and use it to when it's convenient for you, but dismiss it when folks are applying it to you? That is some hypocritical shit, and it's laughable. But not surprisingly, these folks are only interested in protecting themselves. Like I've been saying for the longest, if you're a police officer, I would strongly suggest that you resign or quit or find another job, because I am not gonna go down for anybody. Even if I think I'm doing the right job, like, I am not willing to go, because it is going to get worse. It is going to get worse, I'm telling you. So if you think you're immune, you got another thing coming, sweetie. But that's how I feel about all of the things. Y'all tell me how y'all felt about it. I saw that Raven Simone got married to some white woman, girl, that she posted and saying, a tweet, a screen grab of a tweet saying that white folks understand queer stuff more than black folks or whatever. Like, y'all ain't ready for that conversation. Marry your white folks with your anti-black ass. I'm not really surprised that Raven Simone ended up with a white woman. That doesn't surprise me at all. She thinks she's a white woman. Raven Simone doesn't do anything for me. She said so many ignorant things, and she's blinded by her riches and her fame that she sometimes probably don't think that she's actually black. But girl, you most definitely are. But I would have never posted anything like that. Girl, y'all be the main ones. Somebody say y'all white partner understands y'all when it comes to queer shit, LGBTQ plus stuff, but be out here struggling to go to your white partner's Thanksgiving, Christmas, or any other family gatherings because the whole family is racist. Make that make sense. Girl, tell me how y'all feel about all the topics today. I enjoyed my King Reese video. I gave y'all some real cute. Hey, Savage. Hey, Bougie. Hey, get into it, girl. I love y'all so much. And until next time, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.
Like it's a rock, bitch. Hard as a cop, bitch. This shit not for block.